Hello. Happy almost Valentine's Day. Today's video is going to be dedicated to my dear friend who likes to keep her anonymity, but she will know it's dedicated to her because we are going to talk about her favorite Prince album. The second person this is dedicated to is my dear coach, Andrea Mancuso. She is doing I believe it's called Visions of Love. Forgive me, Andrea, if I say it wrong. Vision board party on Thursday in celebration of the special day that's coming up on Monday. I will put a link below if you'd like to participate, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be pretty fun. I'll be there. It's like a vision board virtual party kind of thingy. Check it out on Eventbrite. Anywho, today's video is Prince, quantum physics, and the heart-mind connection. And I will be breaking down some of the lyrics, maybe all, of this iconic album. I still have all of my Prince vinyl, and this is so nostalgic for me because I think about how exciting it was to go to the record store, and for my Prince fans out there, the record store, getting the artwork on these albums. This is a picture of a woman. There's the ladder. There's a song called The Ladder. All of these people here. There's the Revolution, and there's Prince sitting somewhere with a guitar. There he is. His famous Raspberry Beret sky suit. All of these people are actual characters. The Ladder. There's a song called The Ladder that's on this album, and it's really neat. And they're all characters in all the songs that we talked about. And as I've taken this dive into the quantum physics rabbit hole, I make a lot of connections between Prince and quantum physics. And I am certain at this point that Prince, I want to make sure I was recording, Prince was a master quantum physicist. Let's take a look at these lyrics, which is so cool. Back in the day, I'm aging myself here, we used to get albums and ta-da, the lyrics would be on the inside. But now we have Google, right? We can Google everything. The title song of the album and the first song on the album is called Around the World in a Day. And the lyrics are, open your heart, open your mind. A train is leaving all day. A wonderful trip through our time, and laughter is all you pay. Around the world in a day. Loneliness already knows you. There ain't no reason to stay. Take my hand, I'll show you. I think I know a better way. I think Prince definitely knew better ways to do a lot of things. The little I will escort you to places within your mind. The former is red, white, and blue, and the latter is purple. Of course, it would be purple. Prince, climb, climb. Now that opening line, open your heart, open your mind. When I think of Prince, I think of a person who lived his life with intent and purpose. And even in writing his lyrics, and probably one of the reasons why his music was so successful and so well received was because of the energy in which it was created in. And I find it interesting that it doesn't necessarily rhyme, that he would put the heart before the mind. And now that I have discovered quantum physics and start to understand that heart-mind connection, I'm like mind blown. Like, of course he would put the heart before the mind. The heart is actually, now scientists are discovering that the heart actually has its own little brain. In the book Reality Transurfing by Vadim Zeland, he actually says the heart is the mind's ally, and what a powerful ally it is. And think about that. And when you say powerful, people always think your mind, the mind over matter, how important. Not that the mind isn't important, but what I'm trying to do here is bring to light the importance of the heart. And when Vadim Zeland says that, what a powerful ally it is, you think about what that heart-mind connection and the alignment between the heart and the mind and how important that is, and how being in alignment, as we say in the, what do you call it, the personal development community, right? being in alignment is definitely the best way to manifest and create your reality. And there is science behind it. Trust the science. Always trust the science. In 1991, Dr. Armour discovered that the heart actually has a little brain. How about that? It's called the intrinsic cardiac nervous system. This heart brain is composed of 40,000 neurons that are very much like the neurons in the brain. How about that? Who knew that? In other words, the heart actually has its own nervous system. And let's talk about that, the importance of the heart, even in idioms that we use on a regular basis. Follow your heart, let your heart lead. My heart leaps, my heart breaks, my heart is filled with joy, my heart is filled with sadness. How the heart really does have its own nervous system and its own set of feelings. The mind. The mind is a complex, is very, very complex thing. Even the Bible talks about the battlefield of the mind. The mind is where Don Miguel Ruiz talks about the mitote, those little voices that tell you can't, or your heart may want to do something and your mind's like, that's crazy, that doesn't make any sense, you will fail, you'll never be able to succeed at doing that. Your mind contains your ego, and your ego is not your amigo. Um, Logic. Sometimes when you think about it, and I think about Prince, nothing he did really kind of made any logical sense. However, it worked. Why did it work? Because he was aligned. When there's conflict between the heart and your mind, you're not aligned. It's like that expression. People say that they're torn. You're torn. You can't manifest. You can't focus. You can't create. You're just torn. It's chaos. I'd like to think of how the desire, Prince's heart desire, the Bible also talks about the desires of your heart. The heart is what desires, right? How his desire to be who he wanted to be, and his dreams and his goals, and how he had to sync his heart with his mind, because logically speaking, the black man from Minnesota, no musical connections. How did he get his mind to believe what his heart, to believe in his heart, and to believe in what his heart wanted to do? To me, that's master alchemy. That's definitely quantum physics. Um, many people many people are walking around battling with themselves. You're battling, your mind is battling against your heart. There's a constant conflict between the heart and the mind. Now imagine if we can get our minds aligned with our hearts, what we could create and what we can manifest if we take a page out of Prince's book. I think if we take Prince's advice and we open our heart first, and then open our mind, we could, in fact, go around the world in a day. Like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you have any suggestions, if you have any questions, have a wonderful Valentine's Day. I will put the links to the vision board party that's happening on Thursday below. Check it out. Follow her on Instagram. And Andrea Macusa is an amazing coach and has definitely been an integral part of my personal development. I love you. And to my dear friend, I hope you enjoyed this and talk about this. Is a dear album that we listened to as children, and it is very close to my heart. Love you guys. Bye.